Guess you're doing a like and dislike video on something that's in a game. It's me, and as you can probably tell from the title, it's going to be on the GBA. And before we actually get to the video, a little story time. I actually never had the Game Boy Advance growing up. I only got it recently, and I got the original GBA model, and here it is, woo! But like despite getting the original model, there's still a lot I like about this, and in some cases, I like it over the SP, even though the SP is basically better in almost every way. Some of the reasons here will also apply to the SP, like for example the games and such. But like other than that, unless I say it's about the SP, then it's not going to be about the SP. But let's get into the actual video. Let me get the original model out of the way first, and honestly, this is probably one of the best Nintendo handheld consoles, even compared to the SP. And I'm not talking about the Switch in this case because I know that's portable, but like it's not about the Switch, and I'm not talking about that one in this case. I'm just talking about like for like just like Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, DS, and stuff like that. So just putting that out there. But honestly, I frankly love how the GBA feels in the hand, and it feels a lot nicer with how they dealt with the SP. Like the whole concept being vertical feels a lot better in the hand. It feels like a lot more open, and in this case, they don't feel cramped, unlike the SP where like it's just really, really tiny. And I can't compare it to the SP since I don't have it, but I have held one recently, and it for my hands it's just not that good. And I also really like the L and R buttons on the original because they feel really nice, really clicky, and I like this really extra holy thingy on the end of it. I don't know what it is, but like I like it. And it gives you a little bit more space for like pressing the stuff, and that's nice, I guess. Okay, this next positive is only going to relate to the Game Boy Advance I got, but I honestly got love their color on at least this one. And it's a really, really nice looking purple. Like I think it's indigo if I'm not mistaken. And it's the main reason why I got this model over like the SP. Well, that and over just because backlit SPs are like hella expensive. But okay, that like color was a big design factor, and I got the purple one. Honestly, like I don't really like the what's it called, the see-through colors, just because I think they don't look as nice. But honestly, a lot of the solid color GBAs look phenomenal in my opinion. Like I know there's another one that's like the Latias GBA that was like limited, and honestly that looks amazing. There's a bunch of other examples, but you get the point, and I want to like extend this as much as possible, so whatever. But to be fair, I was doing that right now, but let's just ignore that. But again, with the buttons, I think the start and select buttons are nicely placed, and honestly, the A and B buttons felt really clicky, and it's just fun to mess around even though I'm not playing a game. And then I guess the speaker is fine, the sound quality is good enough, but it kind of sucks that there was only like one speaker and it's not that great, but it still works honestly, so I'm not complaining. And I guess the only, okay, not only thing, but like the good things about the SP is that it's backlit. And yeah, I know that there was like front lit model, and I guess that one's considered to be a little bit cheaper just because it's front lit. But you can actually see the screen in the dark without using a flashlight. And it's also chargeable, unlike the Game Boy Advance, which takes AA batteries. And I gotta say, this is like one of the few times I actually needed AA batteries, other than like my goddamn Wiimotes. But since I used the GBA a lot early on, it just I needed to get a lot. So, and then there's the ability to mod the GBA an insane amount. And honestly, if you just quickly Google like GBA mods, some of them can look goddamn phenomenal. Like just changing the case of it, changing the buttons. It looks so, a lot of them can look really amazing, as I said. But there were other small mods you can do it, like giving a backlit screen, giving a chargeable battery, and as I said, changing the color of like the whole case and stuff. And honestly, a lot of these mods can basically just outdo the SP in a lot of ways. And yeah, there's probably like SP mods, but like I again like the original model a lot more. Now I'll move on to the game lineup, and yeah, this is going to basically apply to the SP and the original. But honestly, I love the games on this system. Of course, the Pokemon games are great, both like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and Fire and Leaf Green, but I also really like the Mega Man Battle Next series, the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. Oh, okay, there was only one, but then there was Metroid Fusion, the Storycraft Summer Night 1 and 2, and there's just a bunch of other game series that I absolutely loved on the Game Boy Advance. And now we move on to why this console is a steaming pile of poop. And first off, I'll start with the original model, and honest to God, I hate that it's not backlit. Like, seriously, they made 2 other handhelds before this, and how could they not make this one backlit? Like, 2 other consoles, guys. Yeah, and I know they added that on the SP, but I don't know why they had to wait until the SP to have a backlit screen. You know, it's wearable, but now I can't play Ruby in the dark without having to use like a flashlight on my phone or something. And yeah, I know you can mod the original GBA to have a backlit screen, as I said before, but if you have the technical know-how, time or money, you're just gonna have to live with it, or like you don't have those things. I don't know, but I guess that leads into the other point, modding. And seriously, if you don't have the parts, money, or patience for this, it's gonna be really annoying. And the mods usually cost a lot from what I've seen, but you know, it's worth it. And if you're like me and don't want to mess up your GBA, you're gonna have to pay for this stuff. And honestly, no person wants a broken GBA. And no, this is all over the original GBA. I have not really seen much mod for the SP, but I'm sure there's at least a couple. But now we move on to the SP itself. And Jesus Christ, I don't know why this system is so small. And again, I can't really compare because, well, I can't really show you because I don't have an SP, but again, I've held one fairly recently, and even though my hands are kind of tiny, the SP feels really cramped. The A and B button feel kind of close to the D-pad, and honestly, another minor nitpick that it felt a lot better on like the original GBA. And again, there's gonna be another minor nitpick, but honestly, there's no headphone jack. They kind of did the Apple thing before Apple did them themselves, so whatever. But yeah, you know. But I will admit, the backlit screen makes the system a lot better, and honestly, also the chargeable battery. And honestly, if the backlit version of the SP didn't cost a kidney, I probably would have bought that over the original. Honestly, the GBA is still a phenomenal console, and even though I never actually grew up with it, I could say I had fun with a lot of the games I had played on the emulator. And now I have an actual GBA and playing of my favorite games. That's a good thing. And you know, this has been a nice talk. See you guys later, and hope to see you next time.